And welcome everybody. We're going to be playing RimWorld today. I'm going to be starting a new series. Now, I've got a whole bunch of previous series, and I'm going to be honest, the 7 Days to Die one is pretty much dead. There's some other ones, but I'm gonna be starting new versions of some of them. I'm going to pick up some of the old ones. I've taken about a 2-month hiatus from streaming, but I've been upgrading some things lately, and I've been dying to get back in, so here we are. We're going to do RimWorld today, new game for the channel. The game's existed for several years, but I'm just getting into it. We're going to do some mods. I'm going to show you the mods. So, we've got these mods, but let me throw this in here as well. But I think that's going to be it. So, I might add a couple as we go, but we'll see. Anyway, looking over here, here's the mods I have. Got the libraries. Got the Prepare Carefully, Impassable Map Maker, Expanded Prosthetics, Grubble Grass, RPG, Pawn Control, Item, there's a whole bunch. Too many to name, but you can just scroll through these or pause the video. Take a look. Pretty cool. I have trouble doing vanilla anything these days. But quite a few, as you can see here, so there we go. And I've tested this, and it works. In fact, I was shocked at how... Oh, I have to restart the thing. I was shocked at how well they all work together, to be honest. So unless adding this growable grass mod, completely screws up the whole thing, I think we should be okay. Let's see, what did I... Well, I guess we just have to wait. So the goal for today's episode is we're going to be starting a new game, modded. It's going to be a hostile kind of environment, like so many people do these videos where you're in a hostile environment. But our goal is to caravan across the map, of course, as I guess the goal is in most playthroughs, to get to the ship. But the challenge is it's going to be a through the ages kind of thing. We might impose some other limitations as we go, like a max number of colonists, for example. But we'll have to see about that. I'm kind of ambivalent about that, and it's certainly not going to be an issue in the first episode. We're going to be starting with absolutely no technology whatsoever, or at least as much as I can get the game to give me that. I'm going to be starting with a single What's up? That's not an issue. Well, hopefully that's not a conflict that just got created there. So let's give this a shot. So I do have this custom thing set up already, and it's a Lost Tribe modified, and it's just one person. I did give myself some basic starting supplies, 20 bucks, 10, pretty crappy food units, 1 medicine, 100 wood, just because I kind of want to save myself the trouble of cutting down, 4 trees. So it kind of gives me a jump start on my first shelter. And then I have 1 cat. And that's pretty much it. Now, I could do this completely naked. Completely nothing. And that's tempting. In fact, in order to do that, what I would do I get this one. Yeah, I would just, okay, so let's just do that. You know what? So the biggest advantage I've given myself is the cat and the wood. I'm going to give myself 20 silver. And I only need 1 person, so to start out. So I don't okay, so we're going to go ahead and proceed with that. Slight variation, basically nothing. I'm giving myself 20 silver just because Why not? We're going to do medium. We're going to do Randy Random. We're going to do reload anytime. I'm going to do 50% world size. Don't really care about the world seed. I'm going to keep these on default because it tends to generate the most diverse and interesting worlds. If you start messing with these, you get some really weird worlds. But let's go ahead and generate the world and see what we get. It'll take a second. While that's generating, let's kind of talk about our first moves. Our first moves are going to be build a survival shack, start thinking about food, start thinking about clothing, and so forth. But, you know, all of that depends on a lot. And so one of the things I'd like to do is start in one extreme and end in the other extreme. So I think that means starting probably down here. I think this would be the best. Average temp is below 0. It does get up warm enough to do something, but not a lot. So I could start down there. Be quite challenging. I could start up here as well. Just only ever so slightly more hospitable. And I think I will do that because I think that 3 or 4 degree difference really gives me a little bit of an edge in the early game, and I think I'd like that. We do have this road here that we could get to eventually, but I think I'd like to start in this very remote peninsula. Tundra, 3.6 degrees, pretty decent mountainous. So, you know, quite difficult to get through here. And one of our early goals is going to be to migrate to a better place, you know, this grassland and then eventually this forest probably. This tile right here is probably the one that we can get to the soonest. This grassland initially and then that forest. So, but we're going to start up here. And then we're going to prepare carefully. So, the reason we're going to prepare carefully is because otherwise, as a sole survivor... By the way, why do I have clothes? I don't know if that was set up with... clothes or not, but I don't want there to be clothes. Oh, equipment, here we go. Well, I do get that. Well, whatever. If we end up with clothes, I'll just take them off and, like, dump them in the world. That's not a, a prohibitive problem. Okay, we're gonna go with a male. I'm just kind of randomizing the name and the... Let's find a good name here for us to go by. Basculo, Coyote, Busto. Let's go with Busto. We'll go ahead and randomize our appearance until I get something that I think is interesting. I do have one like hair mod. It's not that good, but it's kind of cool. I think maybe I'll just... I kind of want like a nerdy looking person, kind of... I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much, but the main thing is that we get somebody that we can easily identify and, you know, find on the map. And I don't know if I want to go with crazy hair. What if we just did this, but I changed the hair? Let's just do that. Alright, fine. Okay, staggeringly ugly. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to pick these, actually, and Industrious is actually one of the ones I wanted to pick. Jogger is definitely one I want to pick. And then the last one is Sanguine. Okay, very important reason we pick these traits. By the way, these we can work on toward, as well. They tend to affect these a lot more. But anyway, Industrious makes us work faster, Jogger makes us run faster, and Sanguine keeps us from breaking a lot more. It's gives us a mood effect of plus 12, so that's a really big thing. Now, another thing I'm going to do, and this might seem a little OP, but I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little flame in each of those. And it's very important that I'm not incapable of any trait, because as you start out, you want to be capable of everything. Okay with that tribe child, and honestly, these really don't matter that much, but that's all fine. I'm going to give myself 3 points in everything. I'm trying to keep this right around 2,000, because I think that you could randomly roll somebody that's right around that level as well. And okay, so 3 of everything except for the ones I'm particularly good at. Yikes, I really upped to that, didn't I? So let's just deduct a couple there. There we go, okay. Now, I'd like to give myself 2 flames in a couple of these. Probably construction and cooking. Let me just see what effect this has. I guess I don't really... I'm trying to get this back down to 2,000. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's good enough. So, kind of tweak this a little bit, and we got a pretty all-around good character. I do want him good at cooking and animals and plants and shooting and mining and construction and crafting, etc. Don't really care about art that much. I'm pretty sure I'll come across somebody who's a better artist than me. So we'll go with Busto, the character here. So let's save this guy as Busto. Okay. That way, if we have a disaster, we can always start a new game or something. Okay. So go ahead and start. And let's see what we get. This is always fun, right? And while that's loading, well, tell you what, before we actually get started, I'm just going to refill my water. So that my voice is a little bit gravelly, and I apologize about that. But anyway, hopefully by the time episode 2 rolls out, we'll have a little bit better rested voice. Okay, well, this is the colony leadership thing. And you only have 2 choices, a dictatorship and a democracy. I kind of want to do democracy, because I've never played with this before. But anyway, okay, so let's immediately pause it. Try to decide if that music is going to be too loud. I think we'll be okay. Here's our silver. I'll go ahead and allow that. Pretty barren place. Now, one thing that's going to be a real struggle for us right away is the lack of trees. For wildlife, we have some we can hunt. In fact, let's find... There's the ibex group. There's another ibex group up there. So it looks like there's a few groups of these scattered about. And then we do have 1 mega sloth, a polar bear, a couple of hares. So not a whole lot to work with there. We definitely want a base that requires as little building as possible, because we're not going to have a lot of resources. So I think I see 2 pretty viable options. The other thing to maybe think about is getting one of these steam geysers in there or nearby, so we can use it as a heat source early on. But I think that we're just going to have to... Yeah, this is a really tough start. We might not make it, guys. We do have this fertile soil here, and I might be able to take advantage of that right away. I do have silver. thought that was going to be steel. I really could use some steel as an alternative to the, there's gold there, as an alternative to the using wood as a building material. Jade up there. Well, there's steel up there. I could make this into something, or I could just wall this off. I think I will just wall this off. One little issue is he's going to have to come down here to use water initially, but that's okay. So let me just mark these for construction. And then what I'm going to do right away is build just a nice big general stockpile so that we know where everything's going to wind up. I think I'm going to stick to using exclusively steel for now. I'll worry about that silver later. So go ahead and speed things up while he mines out his first couple things of steel here. Keep in mind, I almost forgot, I promised I'd get rid of those. Okay, so now I'm completely exposed. Okay, so let's do this one step at a time. So I've got 34 steel. And how much is a steel wall? It's 5. So I have plenty, and I do need a steel door here. That's 25. So we got enough for one wall and one steel door. And I think the wall just needs to come along. I'm going to be smart about this. I'm going to make it right about here. Don't technically need that one. This gives me a little living area and a stockpile area. I'm going to also put in a steel door here. So that means we need 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 35 plus 50 is 85. So that means I need to mine out 2 more of these. So I'll add that to his task. And that's assuming I don't botch any. So let's make him mine all 4 of those, and then I'll add working on the steel door to his priorities. And then this whole string of wall. Okay, so that should be enough work for him to do right away. I am going to need some of this wood as well, so I'm going to go ahead and mark it for harvesting. I'm not going to need a lot, because I'm going to try to avoid building with wood as much as possible. Okay, so he's going to start building. And he botched the construction already, which is great. Lovely. That's why we mined it. Well, we mined an extra, but we may need to mine another extra. Okay, so that side is secure. And then this side will be secure. Okay, we're good. So we're going to have 40 extra. I'll let him continue to build that roof, and then he'll eventually come over here and start doing those trees. I think once he's done with the roof, he will. The roof costs no resources for what it's worth. Now this is considered unroofed, but indoors, which is really a good starting point, and a place where you definitely want to be. Okay, so we're indoors now. We actually trapped the rabbit in there. Let's undesignate those. We're not going to get as much wood as we could from this, but we should get enough to get us going in the world. Okay, so he's going to drop that off, and then what we'll do, and this is night 1, we're still naked, but we definitely want to, and by the way, I probably want to do this eventually. It's not urgent, but that way I can create a smaller space to heat and cool. Probably want to get rid of that at some point as well. It's just going to bug meat. Well, that's foolish. Let's play this. Let's play this really conservatively. Okay, so we're gonna go to architect furniture. Now, keep in mind there's a ton of mods. In order to get a bedroll, I'm gonna need 40 of some material. I could get that from this mega sloth. In order to even think about that though, I'm gonna need to start hunting. So make a crafting spot. Right there. I'm also gonna make a butchering spot right next to it. That way eventually we can put a chair there, which will give us a comfort bonus when he's working. And neither of those require resources. What does require resources is a campfire, which I'm going to put right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn on Butcher infinitely. I should turn this thing off. How do I... Whatever, I'll figure that out later. Okay. And then in the crafting spot, absolutely I need a short bow. In fact, I could use the recurve bow too, but let's start with a short bow, just to kind of keep things on track. I'm going to need that tribal wear as quickly as possible. Then the next couple things would be wooden boots and wooden helmet. Now these are from the medieval mod, I think. They're very basic. The tribal boots might be the more... Actually, let's cancel those wooden boots because I think I'd rather have the tribal boots because they require leather and not wood, so we're going to be short on wood. We're also going to go with a torch lamp, not because I like the idea of using wood for that, but because it's going to boost our mood while we're in this room, and we're going to need that. Okay, good. How much is this bow? 30? Okay, he's relaxing socially. Probably doesn't need to. And I do have the hygiene mod installed, which means he's gonna be wanting to go to the restroom and clean himself out there. I could build a primitive well at some point, but... And we're starving, okay. I'm gonna mark that plant for cutting. Prioritize hauling that wood. And then we're gonna have to kill something, and I think this mega sloth is the best candidate. Now the mega sloth, looking at my wildlife tab, has a 10% chance of killing, hunting after us, but he's so close, and let's hope we get lucky and get him. By the way, I can also easily hunt this hare, and in fact, let's start out with hunting the hare once we build the bow. Okay, we're going to build our bow. Hopefully we don't botch this. Oh, and I guess the guy's name is Wolf, not Busto. So, whatever. Okay, so he did build the short bow, and he's trying to sleep now, but I'll go ahead and equip that. And let's go ahead and kill this guy. We already damaged our walls. Kind of feel bad, but I'm hungry, man. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and butcher the rabbits. And then we're going to go ahead and we'll do a simple meal. We'll do until we have like 3. And I'm not sure how much meat this guy gives us, but... Oh, he's just going to eat it. Okay. Well, not the best, but it does cure the hunger. It'd be much better to obviously cook that, but... beggars can't be choosers. We're just sleeping on the ground now. I guess what I should do is designate a sleeping spot until we can do better. We have 8 light leather now, which is not enough to do anything with. I'll show you kind of what I mean. The tribal boots, for example, require 20. tribal wear requires 60. A bedroll require 40. So 20, 60, or 40 is all we got. Okay, and we do have a mad hare already. Now these guys can, when animals go mad, that can be very dangerous in this game. By the way, I could get those berries too as another survival source. I could just stay inside to avoid any possible risk of injury, but I think the chance of getting another 8 light leather and a meal is too great. Let's go ahead and save this, by the way. We're just going to make a new save. LP tribal. By the way, if you are on chat right now, I temporarily had to put my third monitor somewhere, and so I really should... Hold on. Let me just... I'm just checking my chat real quick. Okay, I think we're good. If somebody is going to chat with me, keep in mind that I'm pretty bad at, like, noticing. Okay. So here's the hare. Let's go ahead and... Okay, we're almost done with rest there. Let's step outside, see if we can get a good shot off. We may... This might turn out badly. Okay. And, of course, we missed. So I'll melee him. Lovely. Dude. I seem to have missed the command to melee. Okay. So let's undraft and let's prioritize butchering. But the other thing we gotta take a look at, so we're not in any immediate danger, but I'm gonna turn on self-tend. I'm gonna turn off medicine as well. That way, in theory, at some point after he gets done butchering here, he'll make himself a little bandage and patch up his injury. In fact, let's we'll come back to the butchering. I'm going to do that tending right now. That will be better in the long run. Very poor quality. Poor quality medical treatment here. But we did stop the bleeding and we'll heal over time. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and continue the butchering. And let's prioritize. Okay. So this time I interrupted him before he could eat it raw and told him to make a meal. Do have the polar bear kind of poking around out there. Ooh, he killed a elk for us. That's convenient. We will go steal his meal. He won't aggro since he's not going to be hungry. You can see his, well, I don't know if you can tell, but you can, I mean, he obviously just ate this guy, who's missing 43% of himself. So let's prioritize. Oh, you know what? I have to turn on corpses. And let's not store humans, but we'll do animals for sure. Okay. And also, let's turn off rotten. So no rotten, but otherwise we can bring corpses there. And I missed a bit of efficiency there by letting him walk that far up. But now we've stolen the bear's food, and in theory the bear will go off and find somebody else to kill. Maybe this guy. And we will probably want to kill him as well. But let's go ahead and prioritize butchering. See how much leather we get from this one. Okay, we got 10 from that one. Okay. Part of the problem is that we only got 57% of that one or whatever, because the bear got a lot of him. Let's take a look at our skills. Our shooting skill is slowly but surely getting better. Not very quickly. The doe is getting, you know, injured. And will die in 5 hours, but let's finish the job a little quicker. Okay, and it's charging. Okay, so we gotta make use of our speed now. Okay, and it did get a shot in, but it didn't hit us. Okay. Keep in mind that it's... Ooh, I got it in the heart, so it's got 3 hours to live, but keep in mind that the left lung... Okay, so I guess it's just mostly the inner organs are hit there. Moving is very poor, though. So because the deer's injured, we have a bit of a advantage on him. On her, I should say. And the good news is that it's still warm out, and so we still have time to do all this stuff. And I just got to keep kiting it a little bit. Of course, my aim sucks. And I really should not let it get close enough to hit me like that. Okay, there we go. This will allow. Then we'll go ahead and prioritize hauling the dough. So we should be good on food for a little bit here. In fact, after we make our 3 meals, I'm also going to queue up pemmican and jerked meat. Jerked meat is from the medieval mod as well. Let's do this, both of those forever, because those types of food really don't spoil that well. Okay, so I'm relaxing socially because I know that my recreation was getting low. My comfort's terrible. What I should do is I should create a small table and a stool. And actually, I'm going to put the stool here. I'm going to cancel. I'm going to put the table there. That way, that one stool serves for all 3 places there. The other place it doesn't serve is right in front of the campfire. If I was really thinking ahead, I'd put the campfire down here. But as you can see, I've got 10 plain leather now. And he's sleeping. Does he need to be sleeping? Okay, I think it's part of the restrictions is what's going on. We're going to go ahead and take off the sleeping restriction that characters default with. I'll let him continue sleeping for now just because I don't really mind it, but at some point it might become necessary to more closely micromanage that. Let's see. Don't know what this is. It's a color. It's one of the paint mod plants. Go ahead and harvest those 2 berry bushes at some point. What I think the game plan is going to be kill enough of these deer to get some tribal wear, and then work on planting at some point as well. Again, the only fertile soil I saw is right down here. Don't think I saw anything. Yeah, I don't see anywhere else on the map. I guess what I might just kind of preemptively do is I'm just going to stick to rice. Keep it real simple. Rice grows quickly. And that's what we need in a scenario like this. His comfort's going to suffer from the poor sleeping. And his food is going way down. So what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and wake him up and prioritize cooking. I do have 20 wood. The table is 22, that's 25. So I'm going to need some more wood at some point. Prefer to get trees that are fully grown. It's just so much more efficient. I'll do the 94% one there. %'s close enough. Little tip, if you want to kind of wait until a tree is fully grown, but you don't want to, you want to kind of automatically, you can put a growing zone and then click this don't sow button. and it'll automatically harvest when it gets to full health. Where are you? Okay, so he's washing up a little bit. His hunger's restored. So let's use this opportunity to go up here. And then, and all those are turned on. That's fine for now. Once we get more than one colonist, we'll start worrying about that. I would go for this sloth, except for we'll save that for later. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in kind of close to one of these guys. And what I really want to do is actually fatally injure all three. I don't necessarily need to kill them. I just want to give them a mortal wound that will eventually cause them to... Okay. Eventually cause them to die. Of course, this one charged right away, so it might be a moot point. We're almost the same speed. His thing didn't affect his movement, so... This could be quite dangerous. Fortunately, I know, by the way, if I were not a jogger, this would be extremely bad. I think I'm going to be able to strategically get one more shot in before I have to... And I cannot let the game do that. Is he going to... Is he... No, he's not wounded enough to die. I think I just need to go inside. And it's going to be a struggle if I can even make it inside. Well, I made it inside, but the deer did too. That is not good. We may have to reload from an autosave. Melee is not good. Its moving is weakened. My moving is also weakened. Can I get away this time? Ooh, I did get a nice little jump start there. I think I'm gonna get... Yeah, I got hit once there. My movement is still only weakened, though. And I'm not dying. So let's see if I can get a bit of a jump on this guy from a movement standpoint. Oh, I trapped him in there. Well... I guess I'm just gonna... wait until he busts through. Not ideal, for sure. I guess in the meantime I can tend to myself. No, I can't. None of my wounds are tendable. Where's he going? Well, let's follow him back this way. See what he's gonna do. There's the autosave. Can I get a shot off? Yes, but now I'm screwed. Okay. As long as my moving doesn't go below weakened, I might be okay. The whole point is to outrun him. Oh, shoot. And of course I repathed poorly there. He's gaining on me. He's totally gaining on me. I think my injuries might be a little bit more severe than I... Oh, it might be the hypothermia, too. What with being naked and all. Let's see if I can get a shot. Well, my movement's poor. His movement's simply weakened. Tell you what, this is why we save. We're gonna go ahead and reload. Not that I couldn't have gotten myself out of that jam. I just feel like that the chances of me getting out of that without dying were, you know, 30% or so. Here's the mistake. One of the many mistakes I made was to jump back in there and try to shoot him from inside, which allowed him to get that extra hit on me. So I can kind of open the door for him and then quickly run away. Perfect. Come on. Ugh. I'll order that door held open. I'll do the same thing again. Okay, we're gonna come back here and hide. Now the deer should be able to path back through here. Okay, we got one shot. Can I get a second? God damn it. Well, this is the nature of using a character that's weak at shooting to kill an animal that charges immediately. Of course, you gotta admit we got very unlucky that he charged immediately. Some of these LPs that I see other people doing, I don't want to accuse anybody of anything, but it seems like they got really lucky on a whole bunch of stuff. And I could either, edit my videos, I could edit out all the parts where I'm not very lucky, or I could, leave them in there, but just accept the fact that I'm gonna have to reload a few times at the beginning. Okay, that's just not working. So what we need is we need one of these to land so that he slows way down. He's too fast, even with my jogging. When you don't have clothes and stuff, your movement speed is affected by that. This sucks. This really sucks. I just have to get this part figured out, And I think that the best way to do that is to basically what I'm doing. Let him pass through that door, set up behind these rocks, which gives me a little bit of cover and slows him down if he gets close. And I just have to hope that one of these shots hits. Can I get out this time? I think I'm gaining on him this time. Yeah, see, if none of my shots are going to hit, then it's just pointless. This is very depressing. We'll just keep doing this until the game, gives us a fair outcome. That shot was not even close. Probably the fact that I'm getting hypothermia is negatively affecting my shooting. Okay, that time he didn't hit me, so we'll keep going. I kind of naturally look for places where there's cover. Not that it really matters for a non-ranged unit. Here we go. Oh, almost got him. He didn't get me that time. So I guess we'll keep playing this game. Problem is that I didn't wound him badly enough to affect him long term. So I just have to keep running until I get enough of a gap between us where I can safely take one shot and keep running. And again, safely is such a relative term. He seems to always get a shot off on me. By the way, you can tell there's an opening in this cave system. That could be interesting later. If I had that housekeeper cat, might be better off. See if I can get one here. Oh, I got him. Okay. And he will die in 11 hours. So now all I need to do is get through that door and chill. Except for he got me. Can I get through here without him? Probably not. Yes. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, this door, I think I can manipulate. Trap him in there. I think I would have had to have activated that before I went through. Either way, I'm going to be able to get a good sized lead on him now that he's more injured. He's fatally injured. I am not. Although I'm getting hypothermia, which is not good. Okay, let's see if I can get another shot off here. One like went right over his head. But the good news is the speed difference is very noticeable, and it's going to allow me to get more shots off. This time around this mountain, I'll get like 3 or 4 shots off. No problem. Okay, killed him actually. So prioritize hauling him, I guess. I might have enough leather now for some tribal wear or something. Let's see. Okay, so how are we doing on needs? Bladder is bad. So I'm tending to myself. At least it's warmer in here, you know, so my hypothermia should go all the way away, and my medical needs should be met. Let's go ahead and butcher. Good. Now that those are butchered, we'll know how much leather we have. And the answer is 30. And I don't remember, that one requires 60. The bedroll required 30, right? Oh no, it's going to require 85. Okay, well, boy, we got a long way to go. Still tending toes. I better let him do his thing for a minute. I mean, we made progress, and it's not like we're, like, imminently about to die. So I think that finally I feel like we made enough progress to, like, warrant some stuff. But I tell you what, I kind of want to get some wood now. So let's get these 2 trees and get that back. How about these 3 trees? There's a little bit, a little bit of micromanagement involved here. I do have a mod. I think it's while you're up or something. But I'm going to go ahead and pick up the wood as I go. Just so that we are not forgetting to haul as we cut. Normally, the way this game kind of functions is it doesn't do a good job allowing you to both harvest resources and then haul them back at the same time. And so there's a lot of inefficiencies created when you do that. I'm doing okay. These are slightly, you know, slightly unfortunate events, but and since he is sanguine, I can work him a little. Oh, there's muffaloes. I can work him a little bit harder. Those muffaloes might be the better choice for hunting, except for I'm already so far along with the plain leather. Switching to muffalo leather at this point might not make sense. So I'm going to use the military draft function. I'm going to go ahead and save the game again. And let's get him up here and try to get another one of these deer, because I like the leather. I am holding a whole bunch of wood, so it'll be interesting to see if the game lets me haul it all back without any problem. Okay, let's see. I want to get him right towards the edge of my range, so I have a couple of opportunities here. Nice. And he didn't charge me, and that is a fatal shot. So I'm going to go ahead and try to fatally shoot the other one now. Rather than hunt this one to death, I'm just going to let him die out naturally and then go pick him up later. I'm going to have to shoot this one again, though. It's also good for my skill to be out here hunting so much. Okay, there we go. That should basically, yeah. So they'll both be dead in 15 hours, and I guess the question is whether I keep going or whether I go for something else now. tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest. I'm gonna let them die out naturally. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this, see if I can get a medicine in case I get an infection. That's a big deal. If I got an infection, I would almost certainly die. Did I get that? No, I did not. I think I botched that harvest job. So let's try to get these. And I do get my first minor break risk warning. I should be able to haul both of these plus all the wood I have, so that should be good. Great, and I did botch that one, so that's okay. I mean, that's the nature of the early game when you don't have an expert. Let's just get back and work on food for a little bit. Go ahead and get rid of that wood as well. So what I'll do after I sleep, and you know, our needs are okay. I do have serious pain, that's not good. My recreation's unfulfilled. Let's address that. I'll put this inside, I guess. The pain should dull. It's minor now. Okay, good. So we got 52, 57 there, and then we got, and this is considered a spacious interior, so that's good. I do have a rooms slightly readjusted mod, so they give you a little bit more leeway with the room spacing. Let me just make sure everything's still working on my headset. Okay, we're good. Okay, so, but you know, then we get 7, 11, 15, 20, 30, 42. So we're, you know, within about 10 of being, of our mood going, or of our stress level going way up and the breaking point, basically. I'll go ahead and relight that fire. I guess I'll cook a meal real quick. The reason I relit the fire is because it helps with my cold, you know, negatives. And I'm cooking pemmican now, or jerked meat rather. Why didn't I cook a meal? That's first on the list. You'd think it would be... I don't know why it's cooking jerked meat. I guess I don't mind. It doesn't spoil, but... Or it doesn't spoil as quickly. Go ahead and build this table out so that we have a place to eat. And of course we botched the construction. There we go. I should have made this out of steel, to be honest. That is absolutely my mistake. Let's fix that now. Okay. We need to mine silver, or steel, I mean. And by the way, we can pick this up as a sidearm. Sidearms mod, which should absolutely should be in the base game, allows you to carry a second weapon. So usually you'd have a melee and a ranged weapon. Okay, we'll let him do his hygiene thing, which is the hygiene mod. The hygiene mod is one of the best mods out there, in my opinion. Maybe, I don't want to say underrated, but it's certainly one of those that you don't necessarily think of as like, oh, best mods. But it probably is. Okay, let's cancel that, and let's build a steel hoopstone ring. I guess he's whittling. Okay, that's... I guess good to get that recreation back up. The comfort's not good, though. Okay, let's go ahead and make a mine now. For some reason, this created a mining spot when I inadvertently placed that silver stool. Oh, shoot. Is it already rotting? Okay. Well, just a little bit. Okay, so now that we have that, let's try to cook this up real quick. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for, the simple meal. Okay. And then we'll clear prioritized tasks, let him sleep. And then I tell you what. Oh, shoot. That didn't take long. Oh, and this guy is... Oh, my God. Look at this guy. He's got armor. By the way, are those deer dead yet? That one is. And that one is. So I do need to haul them. I'm shocked that I'm getting raided. I am naked. I have poor items. At least I have my health, more or less. Well, let's kind of play this by ear. I guess I'll save. I have the feeling this might go badly. Where's the guy? Here he is. Okay. What's he doing over here? I hope that... it'd be so nice if the polar bear got aggroed on him. Okay, well, I guess what we have to do is we just have to use the cover. Let's see if we can get a couple good shots. Probably maybe run and kite him a little bit. He's going to have a better range than me, too. Just slightly, though. Okay, I've got the cover. He's got a couple rocks, though. But my cover's much better. He's probably more skilled, though. No, he sucks. He sucks at shooting. Well, this might be okay. And there's a certain amount of luck involved. If I don't actually kill him, but... oh, shoot. Well... let's see how it goes. We may have to reload. If I actually can wound him to the point of just disabling him, I really want to steal his stuff. Definitely stealing his weapon either way. There we go. Let's take a look at what we did. Okay, hold on. So we just bruised him and cracked his leg. So his movement's weakened. Our movement's also weakened, for what it's worth. Alright, let's keep going. This cover will hold for quite a while. By the way, you can check this by doing that. And you can see so he shooter 42, weapon 56, cover 50. So I have a 12. I think what that means is I have a 12% chance of hitting him, and then if he has a 5% chance of hitting me, because my cover is a lot better. So I have over 2 times as much chance of hitting him right now, but you know, luck can change a lot. Okay, so we've hit him again, and I just got his right middle toe cut off. He's bleeding pretty badly, but not bad enough to really be in any serious danger. Would be good as I could hit him one more time. Oh, he almost got me. Okay, there we go. That's exactly what we wanted. But it didn't cause any more bleeding. I just hit him in the jaw. You know what, though? It might have affected his... yeah, he only has a 4% chance of hitting me now. I still have my 12%. So I have a 3 and 1. Okay. Fuck. I really need to hit him again, then run inside and heal. If I can't, we're going to have to reload. I'm at 11%. still at the 4%. So I still have a pretty good attack advantage here, but okay. Okay, he's dead in 6 hours. That's great. Got him in the neck. Nice. I'm dead in 10 hours. So, and I'm moving as weakened, but I'm a jogger. His moving is poor, and he's not. I don't think he's a jogger, is he? No, he is a psychopath and a nudist, but not a jogger. So we're gonna flee and hide in here and see what he does. And in the meantime, I'm gonna undraft myself and tend to myself. This door may or may not hold very long. We'll have to see. We have a window of about 6 hours to deal with this, though. And the hope is that I can heal myself before he gets in. And I'll just run out this way, obviously. Okay, so I got one on me that bought me some time. He's got 5 hours left. He might go unconscious before that, which would be ideal. Okay, this door's about to go. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this next healing pulled off. Yeah, I'm going to have to run. Okay, he's going to break through. And I'm going to run over here and continue tending to myself while that door closes. He's going to have another barrier. He might just try to break stuff, and, you know, I'm kind of okay with that as long as I get his stuff. But let's use the opportunity to heal myself. I don't like him breaking my stuff. Keep in mind, we're very low, but that gives us a chance to do some other stuff with steel, I guess. Really want to put out that fire. And I've healed myself to the point of not having really any danger. Okay, and he actually took damage to that fire. That's funny. That's hilarious. He's on fire now. Okay, so we are not completely healed, but he is on his way towards the door, it looks like. Okay, and he is dead. Damn it. Well, definitely take his composite bow. And I'm just gonna have to deal with my injury later. I guess the thing is I can probably temporarily get away with wearing his stuff, even though it's tainted. Okay, so we'll put out the fire real quick. Okay, we'll equip that bow. We do have some travelers coming by, so maybe we could sell some stuff. I'm going to go ahead and strip him. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put up a dead stranger's corpses zone right there, I think. Clear all. We will allow stranger corpses only. I don't bury strangers. Okay. Unfortunately, the game will not let me wear these without penalty, but I think let's take a look at how. So I'm losing minus 14 here for all that. So basically it cancels out my sanguine. So that's definitely going to lead me to have a mental break unless I get some of these other things figured out. Now I'm going to want to put this door back. Tell you what, I might want to dump off some of those clothes, get that thing put down a little bit. I only have 15 steel. I'm gonna need one more steel thing too. Okay, so we're now having that major break risk as a result. So I'll tell you what, when we get in here, I'm gonna remove all the clothes except for the pants and the so just the pants and the shirt is all I'm gonna wear. And that should lower the negative side effects. Okay, so that, yeah, I saved myself 6 there. Go ahead and allow those, that way I'll put them in the stockpile. And we may consider wearing them at some point or just trading them or whatever. These, I'm considering them removed from the game. Okay, so in theory, this should balance out pretty well now. Our rest is good, and how's our health? Yeah, I need to patch that. So let's prioritize tending to that. Medium pain. And I guess I'm going to die in 16 hours, which is crazy at 60%. What the hell? Okay. You know what? I have no way of coming back from that, so let's just reload. If I have a medical emergency, I become downed. As a single player, I cannot do anything about that. So this time, rather than going to bed, I have to prioritize tending to myself. This should be better this time. Oh, and I need to turn on auto repair things that get destroyed in your home area. Okay, so that should save me from dying. Okay. One last thing I would like to do is rebuild my campfire. Okay. Speaking of rebuilding things, where's that table? There it is. Okay. Well, I also feel a pretty compelling need to get those deer in, but I feel like if I go out now, I have a chance of, like, going down out there. So I think what I'm going to do instead... There we go. Okay, so I didn't have that configured properly. So go ahead and haul him. And then I'm going to clean all this blood out. Because that's important for your mental well-being and for your physical health, to not have a whole bunch of blood everywhere. Okay, so I guess I'll just take a little rest. And 40 to 52, yeah, we should be okay there. Getting a little low on food, but I'll eat when I'm... Oh, I have... So this hygiene mod creates these bedpans, and it seems like almost from out of nowhere. But we are obviously still healing, so we definitely want that to keep going down. Okay, so getting some meat rot there. That one's gonna rot in quite a few days. Nothing else is gonna rot in there. We do have plain leather and light leather. Okay, so we really need to get more leather. And it should be a little bit easier now that we have a better bow. Not sure if, I don't think these guys have anything to trade. I don't want to, ooh, what the hell happened there? I don't know what happened there. Did an animal get them from the side, or did one of them kill themselves? I'm not sure. Mavis killed him, so one of them killed the other one. That's so cool that that can even happen. And of course, oh wow, they're getting into all sorts of fights over here. I'm gonna take all their stuff. Ambrosia is good for trading. It's like a drug kind of thing. If one of these guys dies or becomes injured, I'm definitely taking all their stuff. Okay, it looks like I'm not gonna get that lucky. So I'm gonna go out there and get this now. Oh, we have a meteorite. Let's see if it's anything good. No, it's just marble. Okay. So these two meals themselves will tide me over for quite a while. And this gun looks pretty weak. And frankly, as somebody who's trying to play through the ages, it's not exactly. I'm gonna equip it as a sidearm. It's probably not exactly the cream of the crop in terms of. Okay, there's just a little inventory management there. Okay. Yeah, very, very low range. A well-made auto pistol with good range and accuracy, a professional's gun. So it's, it's low range, but it's an auto pistol, so pretty useful to have, I guess. Probably a little bit more effective than this bow, but the bow's much better range. So we'll keep it as the primary. Okay, so right now I'm just kind of resting through, getting a little bit more strength. And I guess I'm wearing the... Why is it making me wear all that stuff? I guess it's because I can. The calculation's a little bit better for me. I still think I shouldn't. This one isn't tainted. So I guess this armor didn't count as tainted for some reason. Still getting rid of those two. Okay, so let's take a look at our needs. Okay, so we should be okay. So let's go ahead and wake up now, because we really don't need any more rest. I'm going to prioritize hauling that deer, and then that one. Those two. And let's get this one that the polar bear obviously killed. So third place would be this one. So let's see if we can just get all three of these things hauled back. So that's one. Oh, and we got a psychic soothe. Okay, that's a nice little unexpected bonus. Alright, that one spoils in 1.1 days. Same with that one. So we'll have to do some butchering when we get back. But in theory, this will be enough to really give us enough leather to start doing something productive. Not sure how much of that one was left unconsumed, so we may not get as much leather from that one. We get 64% of it. Alright, we're going to mine out some more steel real quick and build this table. Wash up a little bit here. Where'd we go? Oh, we're watching the clouds? Okay. Probably needed for recreation. Comfort's horrible, though. I'd really like a bedroll. And then that tribal wear. So we'll go ahead and prioritize butchering. See how much leather we end up with. Not sure what I'm going to build first. Okay, so we have 74. Pretty sure that bedroll is going to take 85. So let's go ahead and do the tribal wear. Alright, so this should go fairly quickly. Now, if that guy didn't come along, this would be our first real piece of clothing that we'd be equipping. Okay, so let's force wear that tribal wear, which is going to cause these tainted ones to come off. So now if we look at our gear, we actually saved ourselves quite a bit of a mood bonus there. What are we building now? Oh, a wooden helmet? Okay. Yeah, I guess that's cool. Once we get done building that, I'm going to cancel prioritize tasks. I'll let myself sleep. Gives me a little bit more comfort and rest, obviously. And we have 15 and 14 respectively. So the boots are 20. Okay, so I gotta move these back to my stockpile, but I guess what I should do... I'm gonna go to, what is it, assign... And I'm going, let's, allow tainted apparel, no. Okay. So I undid the force wear the tribal apparel, I think. Yeah. So he's just wearing it voluntarily now. That counts as both a top and a bottom. It also helps insulate me, so I can go down to minus 17 degrees now. Very important. This armor is great, by the way. It looks good, and it's just a lucky bonus. There's been a few lucky bonuses, to be honest. Okay, so how are we doing? So we're done resting, so let's eat. Okay, and I need to set up my new... I need to redo these bills. Okay, so that should be good. I guess we're just going to have the berries directly, which is fine, but... this washing takes up quite a bit of time. It's one reason I like the mod. I like how we're using the bedpan. That's just disgusting. Why are you resting so much? It's because you're injured. I understand, but... well, let's do something productive, and let's... okay, so I got a 2% chance for each of these. Now, I could save one of them and use it as a pack animal. I'm not really in a position to take on pack animals, but I really would like their skin. So we're going to go ahead and see about hunting. Okay, and I'm fully healed now, which means my moving's okay. Shit. I should be able to run faster than these guys, but only a little bit, man. Okay, I think what I'm going to do... oh, and I should move him down too. I think what I'll do is I will run down this way. Did not expect that to go that poorly. Alright, maybe I can get a shot off here. I did. Okay. Oh, I got lucky there. Oh boy. Come on. Oh shit. I just need to get out. Come on. I'm never gonna make it. Okay, I might have to reload. Yeah, we're gonna have to reload. Okay, so that's why we have autosave. By the way, this episode I'll be finishing up in probably about 10 to 15. You know, it's kind of a long first episode, but it's an exciting game. Okay, so I think we're about where we were when we left off just now, before we went hunting. Okay, so let's take a look here. Pretty close. Got the table. Got our weapons. Need to rebuild this door. Almost forgot to do that. Let's just do that real quick before we forget. Okay, let's go ahead and try to get this guy again. Okay, so we're going to slow down. Should I try it with the pistol? So I don't want them to be all clustered together like that. If you're on the other side of these rocks, it might be beneficial. Well, that kind of worked. How much damage should we do? You know, it was okay, but I have the feeling this bow's going to be better. Okay, that's good. I'm just going to kill all three, even though one of them could have been a pack animal. The truth is that I think that the first migration that I do, I'm not going to bring that much stuff, to be honest. It's going to be mostly personal gear, food. Alright, there we go. Okay, he's going to bleed out. That one's going to bleed out eventually. So let's undraft and prioritize hunting that one. Okay, so we'll bring him in. And then we'll prioritize hunting that one. Should be a little safer now because with their injuries, I should be able to outrun them better. Where the frick did I go? There I am. How are my injuries doing? Okay, they're getting there. Boy, though, that 2% chance going off like that on the last one, that was crazy. I've only had muffaloes attack me just on a few occasions. They pretty docile creatures. It's like a tortoise attacking you or something, you know? Doesn't happen that often. And he's gone. Okay, so we'll get him. And then we'll finally finish off the third one. Of course, I say it doesn't happen that often, and then it happens on that last one too. The game is trying to make me look bad. Okay, so now we've got 3. Let myself wash up here. Some more travelers coming by. No traders though. I really don't need to rest that badly. Just gonna try butchering one of them. So we get 37 for per muffalo, so I can build my bedroll finally. So I'll deconstruct that. Why can't... Oh, blue fur. Okay, that's it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we have a bedroll. Oh, I don't want to hunt the mega sloth. I want to go to bed. Okay, there we go. And I don't know why we're not wearing the helmet. How much blue fur do we have left over? 7? Oh, wow, we have tons. Okay. That didn't cost as much as I thought it would. So first thing we're going to do is make boots in the morning. So we'll finally have a full outfit. Still doing pretty good inside. When I say full, I mean, you know, for this stage in the game, as full as we can expect. Okay, we'll go ahead and draft up. Where'd that hair go? And I guess I'll kill the sloth too, but we really need to cook all this food. It's... I guess 21 hours is our window, 20 hours. Okay. Man. Well, another surprisingly difficult piece of prey. Paradise hunting snow hare. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and take him back. That'll add to our light leather reserves as well. Guess I'll have the packaged survivor meal. I probably should not be doing that, but... And we'll just fix our little snow hare bite. And I guess we'll wash up again. Yet again. Really should just try to start sewing that area. So, now that I have sufficient supplies, and it's only 8th of Juggist, or whatever it's called, we really should look at moving. My base isn't so brilliant that I need to take it with me. The average temp down here, 7.5. It's 3.5 up there. If I get down to like this 14... If I get down to like here, I think I'd be a lot more comfortable for the winter. And I think I can pretty easily do that. In fact, I think that should be our goal for this first episode. What the hell? Yeah, chicken attacking me? Jesus. And we have this Blizzarisk as well. It's great. I have a piece of jerked meat out there as well, but it's fine. I guess what I'll do is I'll take care of this chicken. Well, the chicken's having some pathing issues, as is not uncommon in this game. No, that didn't seem to work. Okay, let's go back here. At least he's not as fast as that hare was. Let's get the gun out. Seemed to do better with that gun when I used it the one time. It's a faster fire rate for sure. Be nice if I could take the chicken with me. I guess I could try to capture it. Okay. Undraft. Alright. Well, another couple of minor injuries there, but I really need to cook this food up, so... Oh, and I know why. Okay, I'm out of wood, so... I have to cut down this tree. Oh, I forgot to reload the bills. Okay, keep forgetting to do that. Of course, I had to reload that one time. How about we do 3 of those, and then we'll... Okay. Okay, so I've got 9 hours to cook the one batch. 10 hours on the next most likely to spoil. Should be okay. It's all going to be jerked meat. It takes longer to cook, but you can do it with just meat, and it doesn't spoil as quickly. Let's make one more simple meal, just to make the best use of our time here. I'm just basically going to cook all this into jerked meat. We're gonna forbid these other ones and just only allow the one that spoils soon to be cooked. Okay, that should get it done. Yeah, we'll be close anyway. Might lose a little bit here. Maybe. We get another batch. Nope. Okay, that's okay. We lost 11 there. And I really want to spend the next every waking moment of my life cooking food right now. Okay, we got 9. We also have 1 up here in theory, yeah. I guess I'll let him wash up. I don't want to watch the sunrise. "16 hours to cook as much of this meat as possible." Also, still not sure why you're not cooking a meal. Oh, I guess I already have 4, okay. 13, 12 hours to go. Still have tons of meat to cook too. I'm just gonna make him work and work and work until he either finishes or he breaks. This is too valuable to let go. It's gonna save me so much labor in the future if I can get this done now. We've got our corpse rotting out here. I think I will allow him to haul this one too. Down to 8 hours. Yeah, we may not get our full values worth here. Okay, we need another tree. That's too small to justify. Oh, this one, okay. I'm just gonna go with one. I could make a more efficient trip, but I think one should be enough to keep on doing what I'm doing. Okay. Well, we'll see how much of this we can save. Probably not all of it, but both expire in 4 hours. Well, we'll get a chunk of it. Tell you what, I think the thing to do here is go for the quicker cooking simple meals. So I'll make up to 10 of those. And then go back to the jerked meats. That's going to expire now. We got 1 hour for the rest of this, so maybe get a couple more in, but we're going to lose a decent chunk here too. Okay. So I ended up with 20 jerked meats and 10 meals, which is pretty good. Okay. One of those mods, by the way, allows these traders to like steal your food, so I want to kind of be careful about that. Yeah, I know this guy's like super tired and everything. I will get $4 for selling that bow. Do they want anything else that I have? No. And I would, if I added it to the 20 silver I have from the beginning, I'd have $24. Way outside their price range, so maybe they'll give me a gift. Maybe they'll get into a fight with themselves, who knows. I'd like them very much to not steal my food. In fact, I could have tempted to close this door to them. If I can get them when it's... I'm curious what'll happen when I do that. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. What I can do is I can disallow it, right? I'm just like paranoid about them stealing my food is the thing. Yeah, I think they're stealing my simple meals. These bastards. There we go. Of course, now it's... They're still going through it. And I guess I can't. I guess I have to allow that, but okay. What am I doing? Watching the sunrise? I guess whatever. Let's, oh, that jerked meat went away. What else could I do that would be productive? You know, I really just should leave. I guess I could mine this gold. Alright, let's see what they left me. That's a good melee weapon, I guess. I'll equip that as a sidearm. They ate... Okay, they didn't eat my jerked meat, which is the good news. The bad news is they ate all of my meals except for, like, one. I hate that. I mean, it's not a big deal if you have, like, a bunch of food surplus, but it's a big deal if you don't. Okay, why am I still sleeping? I guess I am tired. Okay, that's fine. Well, what I'd like to do now is get my gold and silver figured out, and then think about leaving the area. Did I ever make those tribal boots? No, I did not. Grab a little bit of jade as well. I'm not going to be able to carry all that. Okay, there's the boots. That actually might improve my movement speed as well. Move speed plus 6%. Yep. So I definitely want to equip those. Okay, now I'm gonna. I guess I'll hunt. Nah, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's cancel that. Let's get all this silver for sure. Would like the gold and 3 of the jades. As many healing plants as possible as well. So we'll just kind of see what he prioritizes. I guess he's doing repair jobs around home first. Let's cancel that. We're not gonna be around long enough to harvest that. And that's fine with the steel, I guess, but hopefully that is the last thing around home he needs to do. Okay, so we're gonna get the silver now, that's good. I don't mind taking berries. They don't spoil very quickly, and they used in pemmican, which lasts even longer than jerk meat, so I'm totally cool taking the berries. And this is like a tremendously important source of, you know, wealth for me at this point in the game. I gotta be careful around this predator. If he gets hungry, he could go after me. Alright, what am I doing? Washing? Okay. So, once we migrate, we're not going to have enough time to plant anything, just for what it's worth. Okay, that's most of the silver there. So we actually have a little bit of money, which is nice. What's he doing now? Alright. Sorry, I had to spit. Okay. So we can trade with these guys. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish the mining, and then I'm going to grab this silver up here, wherever it was. There it is. And then we'll see what we can buy. Truth be told, though, I'd rather have my... For purposes of mobility, I'd rather have my wealth in silver rather than in big, bulky items. Okay, so we're going to bring all that back. And let's drop our silver here. And then we'll prioritize hauling silver. Okay, there we go. And they appear to already have eaten our meals, which is lovely. Alright, I can give them the ambrosia. They will take that. And I think that's what I will do, because I would rather have other things. That's a decent amount of money that they'll give me for that. If I had the money, I'd buy a rhino to help as a pack animal. Pemmican would be good for food. Could get a coat, but I don't have the money for it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to... The only thing I'm tempted by is the herbal medicine, but I can harvest that myself. So I'll just keep the silver. Okay, so we're getting low on food there. Alright, I'll tell you what, let's wake up a little early and go gold mining this time. Most traders do buy gold for silver, basically. So it's effectively a secondary currency, kind of counterintuitively. Even though, like a lot of games, would be the primary currency. So we're gonna get a decent chunk of gold here too. So we'll be a pretty wealthy guy, all things considered. The only question is whether I want to stick around long enough to get the jade on this map. The difference between jade, silver, and gold is that... nothing. I'm gonna ignore that. The jade is so much heavier than the other two. Okay, they are leaving. It says I need warm clothes, which is probably true. Okay, so we'll get all that gold back, which is fantastic. And then, okay, they didn't take any of my jerked meats. Let's merge those. Well, I think they have different spoil times, so they can't be merged, but what are we doing? Washing? Okay. So now the question is, do I want to make a winter coat? I think the answer is yes. I probably should before I leave. Winter cloak, rather. And the problem there, unfortunately, I need 80 ingredients. Got 50 there. And I've got 24 light leather. Oh, we have a transport pod. And we got a guy we can save. There's no harm in saving him. We may or may not keep him. Best way to do this, especially in a separate room, is to go ahead and place a sleeping spot. We're just going to call it medical. You don't have to call it medical, I don't think. Could be wrong, maybe you do. So go ahead and rescue him. He's not looking like he's in danger of dying, but let's take a look at his skills. Once we get back, we'll take a look. The spider can be very dangerous, by the way. If he was hungry, I'd be a dead man. Oh. Well, he joined and he's already capable of walking. That did not take long. Okay, well, cool, I guess. Yeah, I don't really care about this. My faction, the Blue Canyon Confederation, finally. I really like their color names. Okay, so I need to... Let me see if I can do another bedroll. Yeah, I can. It's only 40. So we'll do that one there. And does he have the... He actually has a full set of gear, which is kind of nice. Kind, transhumanist, quick sleeper. That's good. Incapable of nothing, so I'm gonna assign him to everything. We'll do this manually, the number system, in just a little bit. But with only 2, I still think I can micromanage it sufficiently. And he would be hauling the dead guy to the dump. Okay, well, I'm gonna have you work on your bedroll first. Actually, you know what? He's injured. I'm gonna have you cut a tree. you will work on the bedroll. And there's the spider killing things. Perhaps another reason to get out of here as quickly as possible. You know, I probably shouldn't have him out there. So he's going to go rest, and that's exactly what I want him to do. Well, if I had more Muffalo, that would be good. I think what I'm going to have to settle for are Mega Sloths. They'll give me 120 leather, so let's... Let me see if I can take down one of those. That'll be enough for one winter coat anyway. Alright, let's see if I can... They're both female for what it's worth. If I have issues, I can always run. They're decently fast. But hopefully I'd get an injury off before I got charged. These guys 10% charge risk, so didn't damage his moving at all. Pretty weak shot. Okay, we're getting there. Movement is weakened, that's good. And he'll be dead. No, he's not going to die with those wounds. By the way, let's pick this up before I forget. Okay. Whenever you, like, draft yourself, you, like, for some stupid reason, like, drop everything that you have, like, actively out. Okay, there we go. Okay, now he will die. Moving is weakened still, so we still have a nice kind of insurance policy that if we get a charge, we should be able to outrun him. And there we go. There's the charge. Movement is actually poor now, so again, we can still outrun him pretty easily, actually. Switch to this. Nice thing about this is there's not as much of a cooldown for when you turn around and run. See that? See how quickly I was able to do that? So it's a fast-firing weapon. It's good at these like close-range skirmishes like this, if you can outrun your opponent. Alright. Should be getting close on this guy. There we go. And we'll prioritize hunting. Again. Yeah, I'll just eat that. I'm having so much trouble with this food. Okay. So we'll bring him in, and then we need to patch up roads anyway. These spiders hanging out around me do not make me feel good. do need some lights. This is from the hospitality mount. I'm going to go ahead and send them away. I don't have the ability to deal with people coming in right now. Okay. So let's... I should have done this initially, but let's tend to this guy. Well, better than nothing. And at least he's not hungry anymore. Should get feeling better eventually. Put a light in there for him. Alright, let's butcher this guy and see how much we get. Okay, we only got 73. Detail, sorry. So we need 80. So that means I have to kill the other one. So let's, oh, let's find him. Okay. Let's just finish this off. Okay. So good, a few more of those shots and we should be good to go. Okay, we got a revenge already. Let's see, it's at 59. Moving is weakened, so that should be all we need. We barely got out of that one. We're barely outrunning him. He's only weakened. Otherwise, I think we'd have a pretty well even movement speed. I'll wait until I get a decent amount of clearance between us. Turn around and fire. And those shots tend to land because they're straight on. They're pretty accurate. Still weakened, but he will be dead now at this rate, so that's good. Progress has been made. I think I can get a shot off here or so. Very nice. Right here. Yeah, he's slowing way down. And I got a weapon jam. Very nice. That's one thing about some of these guns. I'm not sure if it's a Cyberpunk mod gun or Westerado gun or what, but some of these guns do jam quite a bit. I'm really curious about what's in there. I should probably figure it out. I'd hate to leave a treasure without checking what it is. Yeah, he's quite weak now. So let me mine this out and just kind of check what's in here. It's not an ancient danger. You can tell that because there's no artificial wall. It's probably a cavern system. Yeah, it's just that. Not a huge deal. Okay. So we'll pick up that jerked meat from earlier, I guess. I forgot about that. And then let's actually let's consume that. Then we'll prioritize hunting the Mega Sloth. Okay, and we'll bring him back. How are you doing? You have still pretty bad conditions. Your health bar is getting better though, so that's good. How am I doing? Could use the rest, but okay, I tell you what, this is a good spot to end it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. We'll do another episode tomorrow, and tomorrow will be the big priority date. What I'd like to do is by the 15th of August, try to take off from here, make our way in the fall to the new location. Before I do, I'm almost certainly going to need 2 winter cloaks. So that's going to be the big priority of the next 2 days. In order to do that, I'm going to have to... Ooh, I did lose some food there. I'm going to have to hunt these ibex animals. It's the only way. So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll have to watch out for these blizzard creatures. I want to steal their thing there. But anyway, for now, that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Modded RimWorld.